Vasek Pospisil is a Canadian professional tennis player. He is the number 2 male-ranked player in Canada, after Milos Raonic.Pospisil has a career-high world singles ranking of 25 and No. 4 in doubles, as Canada's currently ranked No. 2 in singles and in doubles. He is an important member of the Canada Davis Cup team. Along with partner Jack Sock, he won the 2014 Wimbledon Championships and the 2015 Indian Wells Masters men's doubles titles. He also reached the quarter-finals in singles at the 2015 Wimbledon Championships. Early life and career. Vasek was born on June 23, 1990 in Vernon, British Columbia, to Milos and Mila Pospisil. In 1988, before Vasek was born, his parents and older brothers unlawfully drove from Czechoslovakia to Austria to escape the communist regime. Before moving, Milos worked as the plant manager of a dairy factory, and Mila taught in a kindergarten. Both had experience playing recreational sports such as tennis with the sons and in local tournaments. The family lived in northeastern Austria and saved up to move to Canada despite working long hours for low wages. In the summer of 1989, they finally moved to Vernon, British Columbia, a city in the Okanagan Valley, because Milo's brother was living there after escaping his home country in the years prior. It had a population of only about 38,000. The entire family had a meager understanding of the English language upon their arrival. Milos worked 2 jobs, at a flour mill and as a machinery operator at a brewery. He began taking more interest in the game of tennis after the birth of his 3rd son. He coached Vasek's older brothers on community tennis courts, recorded matches on television, and found tips and guidelines in tennis magazines. When Vasek was about 3 years old, he started acting as his brother's ball boy when they practiced with the father. He also would drag a mini tennis racket all over the house. Vasek played his first tournament at age 6, competing at the under-12 level and still emerging as the champion. Approximately 3 years later, he participated at the under-9 Little Mo Nationals in San Diego. These victories made Milos even more enthusiastic about his son's tennis career. As soon as Vasek's brothers reached high school and had played in several tournaments, he was given his first proper lessons. Along with tennis, he also played soccer, basketball, table tennis, and street hockey. Vasek quit soccer when he was only 12 due to injuries and because it got in the way of tennis. He said, "In some ways my heart was broken because I oftentimes had more desire to play soccer than tennis." Pospisil frequently traveled to Kelowna, a 45-minute drive, in the winter so that he could play indoors. He made the trip nearly every day for 6 consecutive years. In the summer, on the other hand, he had to play with his brothers on the poorly maintained courts of a nearby high school and occasionally took taunts from the students there. In the fall of 2002, the family had to move to Vancouver so that they could find a tennis coach for the youngest son. They had to leave Milos behind, as he had to stay in Vernon to work at his brewery, but he would make the 4-hour drive on weekends to see them. The decision was also made because Vasek's oldest brother, Tom, was already attending the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, and Peter was hoping to start going to the same school. Unlike his siblings, Vasek had been homeschooled since he was 7 years old to prioritize tennis. He said, "I miss my friends a lot, but the homeschooling is better. I can do my work almost twice as fast. We thought it would be better to train here. It's a really good club." Vasek was coached by Russian-born Vadim Kork, who had experience working with players such as Andrei Chesnikov while he was a professor of tennis at the Central Sport Academy in Moscow. Kork said of Pospisil, "With his dedication and talent, there was no question he would succeed. He's a great example for all my students. They all ask about Vasek and I tell them how much dedication he had and I show them his schedule and they see how hard he worked." Quote, "Under Cork, Vasek studied for school and did fitness training as well as practicing tennis. He played with Cork 5 days each week, each practice lasting 4 hours. In November 2002, Vasek went to Florida and won the Prince Cup, defeating several of the best under-12 players from Europe. He also reached the quarter-finals of the Orange Bowl. Pospisil traveled to play under-14 tournaments in Europe for Tennis Canada in the spring of 2003 with 3 other players. Being younger than most of the players there, he was quickly defeated by his opponents in the early rounds of the main and consolation draws. He faced a knee injury in the process, something that would trouble him for the 18 months that followed. Pospisil would make the same trip as an older player, but would still see little success. In 2004, he won the Canadian Nationals at the U14 level, securing his spot as the best player in the country for his age group. When Vasek was 14 years old, his father decided to return to coaching his son. Milos left his brewery, moved to Vancouver, and became Vasek's full-time coach, training him at local high school courts once again. Junior career. Initially playing USDA at the age of 7, Vasek won his first 12 and under tournament. He continued to beat high-ranked and respected players such as Ryan Farber. Pospisil reached the doubles final of his first Junior International Tennis Federation event, the 2005 Canadian U18 ITF World Ranking event, with compatriot Graham Kasowski. He and Kasowski won the doubles event, partnering another star junior Canadian, Milos Raonic. Pospisil won his second doubles title in December 2006, the Prince Cup in the United States. He also won back-to-back doubles titles in the Czech Republic in January and February 2007, as well as the Guru Cup in Italy in May. In singles, Pospisil won the ITF Flevoland Junior Championships in the Netherlands in February, the 25th All-Canadian ITF Junior Championships in April, and the Canadian U18 ITF World Ranking event, the last one without losing more than 4 games in any set. Pospisil won 2 more European events that summer in doubles and was finalist 3 more times. He capped his summer off by reaching the 2007 U.S. Open Boys Doubles Final, partnering Grigor Dimitrov. The pair lost to Jonathan Iseric and Jerome Inzerillo. In December, he and partner Roman Jebavi won the doubles event at the prestigious Dunlop Orange Bowl. Junior Grand Slam results: singles, Australian Open, 1R French Open, 2R, Wimbledon, 1R US Open, 2R Junior Grand Slam results: doubles, Australian Open, F French Open, SF, Wimbledon, 2R US Open, F Pro Career. 2007–10, early professional years. In March 2007, Pospisil won his first professional tour tournament singles match at the Canada F1 Futures event, defeating Guatemalan number 1 Christian Paes. In the second round, he lost to compatriot Rob Steckley in straight sets. 2 weeks later at the Canada F3, he captured his first career title in doubles, partnering compatriot Eric Chaikar. In June 2007, he and Chaikar lost in the first round of the Unicredit Czech Open, which was Pospisil's first ATP Challenger event. In November 2008, he won the Challenger Banque Nationale de Rimouski doubles title with compatriot Milos Raonic and 2 more ITF Futures doubles titles. In May 2009, Pospisil and partner Adil Shamazdan won the Mexico F4 and F5 doubles titles as the tournament top seeds. In July 2009 at the USAF 17 in Peoria, Illinois, Pospisil reached his first professional singles final, losing to Michael Venus. In doubles, he and Raonic, again the top seeds, won the title, defeating Matt Reed and Denis Ivkovic in the finals. In August 2009, Pospisil lost in singles in the first round of qualifying for the Rogers Cup to 5th seed Jan Hernich. The following week, he and partner Marius Kobel, the top seeds, took the title of the Romania F14 without dropping a set. In September 2009 at the Italy F28, he and partner Marcus Willis, the top seeds, took the title. The following week, Vasek captured the singles title of Italy F29, his first singles title, defeating third seed Francesco Piccari in the final. 2 weeks later, Pospisil was in top form, capturing his second title in singles in as many tournaments, Italy F30, and without dropping a set or even reaching a tie-break. He was the 7th seed, and in the final he beat 2nd seed Matteo Viola. After being off for 3 weeks, Pospisil, as 2nd seed in singles, won Mexico F12, again without dropping a set. In doubles, he and partner Nima Roshan of Australia, the 3rd seeds, also took the tournament title. The following week, Vasek won Mexico F14 as 3rd seed in singles, saving his best tennis from the latter rounds, as he defeated 6th seed Daniel Garza in the semi-finals and 5th seed CE Acute Sar Ramirez in the final. This was Pospisil's 4th consecutive title and 3rd without dropping a set. 2 weeks later, Pospisil, the top seed, lost at Mexico F15 in the semi-finals. This loss snapped his 23-match winning streak. After a week off, Pospisil and his partner Adil Shamazdan won the doubles title at the Challenger Britannia Zavaleta. In mid-March 2010, Pospisil was the top seed in singles at the Canada F3 in Sherbrooke. He lost only one set in capturing his 5th ITF Tour title, defeating Raonic, the 2nd seed, in the final, in 3 sets. In the second week of April 2010, Pospisil won the doubles title of the Abierto International del Bicentenario Leon, partnering Santiago Gonzalez as the top-seeded pair. In August 2010, Pospisil lost in the first round of qualifying for the Rogers Cup to eventual qualifier Ilya Marchenko. He played doubles in the main draw as a wild card, partnering Raonic. Together, they defeated the doubles team of Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic in the first round. This was his first win in an ATP Tour main draw event. After 2 weeks off, he, as the tournament top seed, took the singles title at the ITF Mexico F6, defeating 5th seed David Rice in the final. Pospisil won a second consecutive singles title, Mexico F7, by defeating 2nd seed Adam El-Maidawi in the final. In October 2010, Pospisil again was the top seed in singles at Canada F5 in Markham, Ontario, and captured the title, defeating 5th seed Nicholas Monroe in the final. It was the 8th futures singles title of his career. 2011-12 First Olympic experience. At the midway point of 2011, Pospisil captured 3 challenger doubles titles and 2 futures titles, including one in singles. In March at the Rimouski Challenger, he won the doubles title partnering Treat Conrad Hui. 2 weeks later, Pospisil captured the doubles title of USAF 8 partnering Nicholas Monroe. 2 weeks later, in April, he won his 3rd straight doubles title, the 2011 Tallahassee Tennis Challenger, playing with Bobby Reynolds. In May 2011, Pospisil won his 9th career ITF Futures singles title, Korea F2. In June 2011 at Wimbledon, attempting to qualify for a Grand Slam tournament for the first time, Pospisil lost in the second round. The following week, he teamed with Reynolds as the second seeds to capture the title of the Jalisco Open. In September 2011, Pospisil was instrumental in seeing the Canadian Davis Cup team come back from 2 rubbers down to win a Davis Cup tie. For the first time, the win allowed the team to face Israel in September in a World Group playoff. Missing through injury the 2 top singles players Milos Raonic and Frank Dancevic, Pospisil played no. 1 singles and doubles. He lost his first rubber in 4 sets to Ivan Endara, with fellow British Columbian Philip Bester also losing. Pospisil and veteran doubles specialist Daniel Nestor had to win the doubles match to keep the tie alive, and did, in 3 close sets. Perhaps buoyed by this win, Pospisil looked like a new player in beating Julio Cesar Campozano comfortably. Bester then won the tie-deciding rubber, also in straight sets. In July 2011, Pospisil won his 10th ITF men's circuit singles title in Saskatoon, without dropping a set. In August 2011, Pospisil upset world No. 22 Juan Ignacio Chela in the first round of the 2011 Rogers Cup, but lost in the second round to 3rd seed Roger Federer. In doubles, he and partner Adil Shamazdan lost in the first round. He also reached the second round of the 2011 US Open, where he was defeated by Feliciano Lopez. In January 2012, Pospisil qualified for the SL Chennai Open and lost in the first round of the main draw to Andreas Beck. He won his first ATP Challenger title in March 2012, defeating Maxime Orthom. After this win, he entered the world's top 100 for the first time. His second challenger title followed in July 2012, lifting Pospisil to world No. 85. At the 2012 Summer Olympics, he lost to David Ferrer in the first round of singles play and reached the second round in doubles with Daniel Nestor. He reached the second round of the 2012 Rogers Cup for the second straight year after upsetting world No. 26 Andreas Seppi. He lost to world No. 10 Juan Monaco in the next round. 2013 breakthrough. Pospisil had to skip all tournaments in early 2013, including the Australian Open, due to mononucleosis. After recovery, he contributed to Canada's Davis Cup success by winning the doubles match against Italy with Daniel Nestor in April. At the beginning of May, he won his 3rd ATP Challenger singles title and biggest to date when Mitchell Przyjazny retired in the 3rd set in Johannesburg. Pospisil reached his first ATP semi-final in July at the Claro Open Colombia in Bogotá, but lost to local Alejandro Falla. At the beginning of August, Pospisil won his second ATP Challenger of the Year at the Odlum Brown Vancouver Open, where he defeated Daniel Evans in the final. He entered the Rogers Cup in Montreal as a wild card. In the first round against world No. 20 John Isner, he lost the first set, 5-7, but then won 2 tie-breaks to take the match. He followed this with a straight-set victory over Radek Stepanek, and then surprised world No. 6 Tomas Berdych by upsetting him 7-6 in the 3rd set tiebreaker to reach the quarterfinals. This was Pospisil's first top 10 win. In the quarterfinals, leading 3-0 in the first set, Pospisil's opponent Nikolai Davydenko retired due to illness, thus making Pospisil a semi-finalist. In the semi-finals, he lost to compatriot Milos Raonic after a 3rd set tiebreak. With this result, Pospisil was ranked in the top 40 for the first time in his career. In Cincinnati, he defeated world No. 17 Giles Simon in the first round, but succumbed to Belgian David Goffin in the second round. At the US Open, he lost in the first round to Brazilian Rogerio Dutra Silva. In doubles, he and Daniel Nestor made it to the third round, where they were defeated by the Bryan brothers. In Davis Cup action against Serbia, he lost both of his singles rubbers against Novak Djokovic and Janko Tipsarevic, but won his doubles rubber, partnering Daniel Nestor. In October at the Masters 1000 in Shanghai, Pospisil beat his second top 10 player when he defeated world No. 10 Richard Gasquet in the first round. He lost to Gael Monfils in the next round. He reached the semi-finals of the Swiss indoors but was defeated by world No. 6 Roger Federer. 2014 Wimbledon doubles title and first ATP singles final. Pospisil began the year strongly by reaching the semi-finals of the Chennai Open. He withdrew from his third-round match at the Australian Open, where he was scheduled to play eventual champion Stanislas Wawrinka, due to a back injury. He made a return at the Abierto Mexicano Telcel, but lost to Alexander Dolgopolov in the first round. He then lost his second-round match at the BNP Paribas Open to Mikhail Kukushkin. Pospisil began his clay court season at Monte Carlo, but lost in the first round to Roberto Bautista Agut in straight sets. At Wimbledon, Pospisil lost in the first round of singles, losing to Robin Haas, but partnering American Jack Sock, he won the men's doubles title, defeating the 8th, 2nd, and 5th seeds en route to the final, where they defeated the defending champions the Bryan brothers in 5 sets. Pospisil and Sock won the second straight doubles title with a victory over Steve Johnson and Sam Querrey at the BB&T Atlanta Open. Pospisil reached his first ATP singles final at the City Open a week later with wins over Rajiv Ram, world No. 5 Thomas Berdych, Santiago Giraldo and world No. 14 Richard Gasquet. He was defeated by world No. 7 Milos Raonic in the first All-Canadian final in ATP history. Pospisil and Sock reached the third straight final at the Cincinnati Masters, but were defeated by the Bryan brothers in straight sets, ending the record-winning streak for a debut team at 14. In October at the China Open, he reached the doubles final with Julian Benneteau, but the duo was defeated in 3 sets by Jean-Julien Royer and Horia Tecau. At the end of the month, Pospisil won his third doubles title of the season at the Swiss indoors with Nenad Zimonjic. 2015 First Grand Slam quarter-final in singles. Pospisil started his 2015 season at the Hopman Cup, representing Canada with Eugenie Bouchard. He won his 3 singles matches, but Canada finished third in the group and was eliminated from the competition. A week later, Pospisil entered the Apia International, losing to 4th seed Julian Benneteau in straight sets in the second round. At the Australian Open, Pospisil reached the third round from the second straight year, but lost to Guillermo Garcia Lopez in straight sets. In doubles, Pospisil and partner Julian Noel advanced to the second round, however, they had to retire from this match. At Indian Wells in March, Pospisil and Sock won the third doubles title together, and the first Masters 1000, after defeating Simone Bolelli and Fabio Fognini. At the Miami Open a week later, Pospisil and Sock reached the second consecutive Masters 1000 final, but lost to the Bryan brothers. Following this tournament, Pospisil's world doubles ranking rose to No. 5, and in doing so, he became the first Canadian in approximately 14 years to overtake Daniel Nestor as the country's top-ranked doubles player. At Wimbledon, Pospisil reached the quarter-finals of a Grand Slam for the first time in his singles career. Pospisil beat French qualifier Vincent Millet, 30th seed Fabio Fognini, local wildcard James Ward, and 22nd seed Victor Troicki. All matches extended to 5 sets except the one against Fognini. He was defeated in the quarter-finals by world No. 3 Andy Murray in straight sets. In doubles, Pospisil, who was the defending champion with his American partner Jack Sock, lost to the 13th-seeded and eventual runners-up Jamie Murray and John Peers in the third round. At the China Open in October, Pospisil won his second doubles title of the season when he defeated, with Sock, fellow Canadian Daniel Nestor and Edouard Roger Vasselin in the final. The next week, Pospisil reached the second round of the Shanghai Masters, losing to 11th seed Richard Gasquet in 3 sets. In doubles, Pospisil and Sock were knocked out in the first round by the Australian pair of Nick Kyrgios and Bernard Tomic. At his last tournament of the year, the Valencia Open, Pospisil reached the semi-finals, where he lost to Joao Sousa. 2016. Inconsistencies. Pospisil started his 2016 season at the Chennai Open as the 7th seed, but was defeated by Algiz-Bedin in the first round. A week later at the Auckland Open, he won his first match of the year against 7th seed Ivo Karlovic, before falling to doubles partner Sock in straight sets in the next round. At the Australian Open, he lost his first round match to world No. 15 Giles Simon in 4 sets. At the Rotterdam Open in February, Pospisil won the 6th doubles title of his career, his first with Nicholas Mahut. At the Indian Wells Masters in March, Pospisil reached the second round in singles and the final in doubles. In May at the Rome Masters, Pospisil was defeated in the opening round in singles and finished runner-up in doubles with Sock. At the French Open, he lost in the first round in singles and in the second round in doubles. At Wimbledon, Pospisil was again defeated in the first round, this time to Albert Ramos Vignolas in 4 sets. He reached the third round of the doubles event. At the Rogers Cup, Pospisil beat Iyakutem Chardy in the opening round but lost to Gael Monfils in the next round. At the Olympics, he lost in the opening round in singles once again to Monfils and in the bronze medal match in doubles with Daniel Nestor. Significant finals. Grand Slam finals. Doubles. 1 Masters 1000 finals. Doubles. 6 Olympic medal matches. Doubles. 1 ATP career finals. Singles. 1 doubles. 12 ATP Challenger Tour and ITF Futures finals. Singles. 17 ATP Challenger Tour and ITF Futures doubles titles. Singles performance timeline. This table is current through the 2016 US Open. Notes 1. Pospisil's 2014 Australian Open withdrawal in the third round does not count as a loss. Doubles performance timeline. This table is current through the 2016 US Open. Top 10 wins.